Hello all, and welcome to Duplicate Success International Monday Night Webinar. Today is Monday, January 23rd. My name is Randy Crebs, Executive Gold Director from Salt Lake City, Utah. I have the distinct honor of introducing the host of tonight's webinar. He is a very well-respected business leader and mentor in this industry. You'll definitely want to have your pen and paper out, sitting up, paying attention, and taking notes as you learn how this industry expert continues to build his business successfully. He has achieved the rank of Emerald Director within our company. He is a co-founder of Duplicate Success International. He is an amazing leader, mentor, and most importantly, I'm very proud to call him my son. Jared, are you on the line?
I am, Dad. Thank you so much for the it.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Well, welcome everybody to the webinar. I know I see a lot of new numbers that are on, a lot of new names. I want to welcome all of the new people who are on for the very first time. Me and my wife, Crystal, here, we're pictured here. We've been with USANA for over 11 years. Prior to USANA, I had horrible allergies. I was suffocating under allergies. I was taking all for 11 years. It's totally transformed my health, but also my finances. I was a guitar teacher, actually, and I knew that I needed an extra stream of income. So what this did for me was not only replaced my income within about 2 years, but over the last 10 years, it's actually become a six-figure income and beyond. So we're so blessed with our company. We love all of our team, and this webinar is a training. So those of you who are on for the first time, you're going to see exactly the training and support that we give our team. So first things first, I want to just remind you of our team DMO, that's daily method of operation. And if you do these three things, you're going to be successful in your business. Number one, use the products every day, AM and PM. That's key. Be a product of the product. Number two, do your 2-2-2 for the day. 2 presentation videos sent, 2 follow-ups with prospects that are on the fence, and 2 calls to existing clients or team members. And then number 3 is 15 minutes of personal development material each day with books or audios. And so if you're doing that 15 minutes of personal development, then you're going to improve on your 2-2-2 because you're always getting new skills. You're always learning. You're always growing and using the products. And this is how you can become successful on a part-time basis. This takes an hour a day for people. So that is the DMO, and if you do this, you will be successful. In fact, you're going to see lots of success stories of people, and all they're doing is these 3 things every day, and that's coming up. So now let's go into our team recognition, and we're going to start by recognizing our clients. So I want to welcome, first of all, new clients that have started with our team in the last week. Welcome, Nanette Ali, new client introduced by Veronica Cade. Welcome, Nanette. Also welcome Lindy Reina Ochoa, new client introduced by Veronica Cade. Wow, way to go, Veronica. Next, welcome Laura Regalado, new client introduced by Veronica Cade. Wow, Veronica, you're lighting up the charts. Way to go. Also, welcome Amy Garcia, new client introduced by Veronica Cade. Wow, it's the Veronica Cade show tonight, Renee. Awesome. Okay, now Claudia Valles, new client introduced by Patricia Garcia. Way to go, Patty. Also, welcome Bridget Garcia, new client introduced by Whitney Bedencourt. Welcome, Bridget. Way to go, Whitney and Luis Gomez. Can't forget Luis Gomez as well. Also, welcome Crystal Rivera, new client introduced by Whitney Bedencourt and Luis Gomez. Way to go, Luis and Whitney. Welcome Mike Baez, new client introduced by Ralph Baez. Way to go, Ralph, your first client and your brother, and he's a professional drummer, jazz drummer. So cool. Welcome, Mike, and great job, Ralph. Also, welcome Amanda Garcia, new client introduced by Whitney and Lewis. Wow, another one, Whitney and Lewis. Way to go. Also, welcome to Roland Reyes, new client introduced by Whitney and Lewis again. Wow, you guys are on fire. Welcome Elena Faz, new client introduced by Carlos Gomez. Way to go, Carlos. Way to hit the boards, my man. Also, welcome new client Erica Davila, new client introduced by Claudia Zacharias. Way to go, Claudia. All right, well, that's a lot of new clients in 1 week. I'm really proud of everybody who made the list and who's taking action. You're blessing lives. You're creating new possibilities for your clients and their health. Now we're going to give some recognition to the new associates that have started in the last week. Let's go ahead and welcome Carissa Menchaca, new client introduced by Veronica Cade. Welcome, Carissa. Great job, Veronica. Also, big welcome to Irma Salazar from Pleasanton, Texas, new associate introduced by Don Morales. Way to go, Don, and welcome, Irma. Also, welcome to Ralph Baez, new associate introduced by myself and my wife, Crystal. Welcome, Ralph. Great story. I think Ralph is actually on the webinar. Ralph is a great friend now. He came to our events for 8 months before he signed up. And that's a great example of not giving up on people after they need more time, because Ralph took his time. But I know that, Ralph, I know you are a great business partner. You already are. I already know it. And I'm excited to work with you. So welcome, Ralph. Really proud of you. Also, welcome. Oh, that's our associates. Okay, so now we're going to recognize our team members who've had rank advancements in the last week. And a rank advancement is a promotion in our company. So you'll see what it means in a minute, but we're going to start off by giving some big recognition to Luis Gomez and Whitney Bedencourt from Poteet, Texas. Big congratulations, Luis and Whitney. We're very proud of you. I've watched you two grow in the last, less than a month, maybe a month you've been with the company. I think you guys are going to be probably top 5 client enrollers in the United States, because I was looking at the numbers. You enrolled like 5 or 6 last week. That's extraordinary. I'm very proud of you. I'm impressed by you. And I declare that you take this to the top. You're already doing the great habits that you need to be. So great job, Luis and Whitney. Also, big congratulations to Veronica Cade, who continues to climb the ranks. She was at sharer level, I think 2 days ago, and now she hit believer level. And oh yeah, if you're new and you're wondering what these actually mean, I'm going to rewind one. Sharer is somebody who makes $50 in a week in USANA, and a solid sharer is making $200 a month. So that means that their products are being paid for. So again, Luis and Whitney, way to go. You continue to do that, your products are going to be paid for and beyond, and you're making great strides. Next is the believer level, which was achieved by Veronica Cade this week so far. A believer makes $100 in a week, so a solid believer is making $400 a month. That means that your products are getting paid for and you're starting to get some profit. Veronica, I am super proud of you. I've watched you grow very fast as well. I think you've only been in for about a month and a half as well. And I just really admire how much you put into your business, how all the thank you cards you're writing, how you track your clients, how you serve your clients. You're just a great, great team member. I love working with you. Can't wait for our meeting tomorrow. And thank you for being so awesome. All right, next big rank advancement to Carlos Gomez, new believer out of Poteet, Texas. Carlos, my man, $100 in a week. You're going to be making $400 in a month. I already know that. You're already at the top auto order now, Carlos. I am so proud of you. Again, man, I've seen you grow. Your team is on fire. You have people growing on both sides of your business. And keep up the great work, Carlos. Also, new silver director, we're going to bring them on the line with me. But congratulations. Just tell the team a little bit about what it was like on your silver run. Everybody wants to know. And you can go ahead and talk right into this one right here. But Renee, I'm super proud of you, man. You've really done great. Not only that, you've invested in a MacBook Pro, and we're doing
excited about this week and next week and hopefully the fourth week.
Take a moment and share your story with the team. There's some people who don't know you on this call, especially the guests.
Jared. Jared, we have no sound.
Story. It all started whenever I met Jared Crebs on Craigslist. Hands down.
It might be that we're out in the country. I hope not, but. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to rewind.
Okay, back up, but go back up to recognition, like you've got there, and then go through them quickly.
So where did we lose sound?
Recognition.
We start breaking up probably on Veronica, and totally broken up on Renee's.
Didn't hear half of Renee's.
Introduction or any part of his talk.
Okay, so I'm going to take it from Veronica, Kate?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you all for your patience. You know how technology goes.
Yes.
We have a huge call right now. I'm super proud of everybody that's on this call. Thank you guys. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start in 5 seconds.
Don't have their screen.
Oh, sorry. I thought we had my screen.
That helps. Here it comes.
So you were able to the clients prior to that?
Oh yeah, everything was good. I saw the signal
Okay.
was a little weak, but yeah, go to Carlos. We heard Veronica. My man Carlos. Go ahead and start there.
You had Veronica?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. In 5, 4. Next, I want to congratulate Carlos Gomez for achieving the rank of believer as well. Carlos, I'm so proud of you. Believer status means you made a $100 check last week, and doing that every week, you're going to be at $400 a month, which means that your products are paid for. You're starting to make some profit. That's a huge blessing, number one, to have your products paid for. Number two, now you're stepping into profit. Number three, you start building that profit and keep building it to a place where you replace your income. And Carlos, I see you doing all of those things. Not only just replacing your income, not just surviving, but thriving. I see you going all the way, my man. You have what it takes. I'm super proud of you. I'm super proud of the growth that you've experienced. I'm super proud that you attended convention. You attended Challenge U. You're USANA for life. Keep up the great work, my man. And we'll be talking to you soon, Carlos. Really proud of you for your advancement. Next, I want to give a big congratulations to new silver directors, Renee and Megan Martinez from Pleasanton, Texas, pictured here in their $1 Million Club jackets that they borrowed to get a dream board picture. But I know you're going to be getting your own $1 Million Club jacket in the near future. I can guarantee that. So Renee and Megan Martinez are actually, well, Renee is with me here right now at the house. We're actually doing the webinar here together. And I'm going to let Renee share his story of how we met. But I just want you guys to know, especially those who are brand new onto this webinar, a silver director is someone who makes over $1,000 in 1 week. Renee and Megan actually made over $1,100, and that's part-time. Their part-time business is pretty much replacing their full-time income. I mean, they're on their way to doing that every week. So it's so exciting. Their team is on fire. They've been in USANA for 2 years, and they've been part-time for 2 years. So everybody who's listening right now, make sure you take notes, because he's about to lay down some things in his story that I want you to apply and take into your story. You're going to hear from one of the very best, one of the fastest growing associates, not just in Texas, but the whole United States and North America. So Renee Martinez, welcome to the webinar. Tell us your story, my man.
Thank you, Jared, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you so much. And well, my story started, like you said, 2 years ago. And I met Jared on Craigslist, which I have to say was the absolute best buy I could have ever done, because it's just absolutely amazing, because he shared USANA with me, and I probably still wouldn't to this day know about it if I hadn't have met him that day. So I'm really grateful for that. I was in the market for a Rolex, and at the time I was working in the oil fields as a drilling manager. So I found Jared's post on Craigslist. He had the identical watch that I wanted, except for it was a tag. So it was about $5,000 cheaper. And I contacted him. I got with him. We met up at the mall, and he formed me while I was there, which was awesome. And he invited me to take a look at USANA, and I was open to look at it. Sent me a video, and I was very interested. And I did buy the watch, by the way. I bought the watch, and that very same day, my wife and I drove back to San Antonio, and we attended a USANA mixer, and we were very excited and interested in what we saw. As clients only, I bought myself a custom health pack. I bought my wife a custom health pack. We bought all kinds of stuff, came in at the top level, which I wasn't even really interested in the business because I was making a lot of money at the time. And Jared he told me that it would be good to have just in case I had it. And I was like, all right, let's roll with it. So about a week later, I absolutely fell in love with the products, because I've never actually been diagnosed with arthritis, but I know that I have it. And USANA is not a cure by any means, but it boosted my immune system to where I totally felt the difference in the gym. Because my wife and I, we work out a lot. We're in the gym a lot. We actually own a gym now, Viper Elite Fitness. Like us on Facebook, all of y'all. And yeah, so I noticed the difference in the gym when I was working out. I was able to work out longer and harder, and I used to be done after an hour. I was going for like 2 hours. I feel better now that I'm 34 than when I was 24. I mean, it's amazing. So with that being said, I was ready to start sharing it with everybody, all my friends and all my family. And pretty much when I got with Jared and I told him, I said, hey man, you know what? I just want my products to be paid for. I just want to make a couple $100 a week, get my products paid for. So that's how it started. And we started building, and I saw the big freedom that people get whenever they replace their income with USANA, to where they can walk away from their full-time job. And like he said, I mean, we're doing this part-time. My wife and I, we have 3 kids. I have a full-time job. My wife runs our gym. So whenever somebody says they don't have time to do something, I literally don't have time, but you have to just prioritize everything in your life and just make it happen. Like, if you really want something, you got to make it happen. That's what we decided to do. And we decided to build. And after the first month, we rank advanced to builder, and we also completed our Premier Platinum Paysetter, which when you do that, you enroll 4 associates and 1,600 points. And that was pretty amazing. I really didn't understand what it was at the time, but I totally do now. And then we hit Achiever by Christmas. And I remember this day very specifically because Jared and I had been talking pretty close that week because I was having a pretty big week. And Christmas Day, I was actually at a Christmas party, and Jared calls me, "Hey, dude, we got to get this last order in. We got to make it happen." And we were on the phone. The Christmas party's going on outside. Everyone's asking where I'm at. I'm like, "Man, I got to take care of this call real quick." We took care of it, and it was an early Christmas present. We went Achiever, and that was a pretty big deal. And right after, everybody that I know that's taken it is losing weight and feeling great, better than they ever have. So the beginning of the year, and I'm going to say this, destination events and USANA events are the biggest thing you can do for your business, even just for your lifestyle, because all this stuff is not just about business, it's about your lifestyle. Because I can honestly say right now that I'm a better man than I was 2 years ago because of all the personal development and just all the learning and being around, and it's just amazing. And it's to develop yourself. It makes you want to learn. It makes you want to be a leader for your team. And that's why I'm always working on myself so I can be that leader for my team. And so the beginning of the year, I attended my first challenge. I was absolutely blown away because I had never been to anything. I was blown away by all the speakers, all the people I met. It just lit a fire under me. And I pretty much made up my mind that we were going to be directors before we went to National Celebration in Las Vegas. And my wife and I had never even been to Las Vegas. And we flew to Las Vegas, and we were there for 3 days. And we had just rank advanced to director, and we were on cloud 9. And I saw all the people walking across the stage as gold and silver directors and all this. And it made me want more. And we made another goal, which we were actually at Las Vegas on the Strip. We were all at dinner, and I told everybody, I said, you know what? I said, we're going to be silver directors, and we're going to take 6 people to convention. I don't know if Randy remembers that, but we were all sitting there together, and we were having a big talk. So I laid it out right there and worked and worked and worked. And you know what? Sometimes you don't hit your goals that you make, but that doesn't mean that you quit, because we did not make that. We were still directors. And out of all the people I tried to get to go with me, I had one person go, and it was Carlos Gomez, and I'm so proud of him that he went. And he was the only associate that I took to convention that year. And next year, I got at least my goals for this year, gold director and at least 5 associates, which I hope I have a lot more than that. And we had a blast. We were pumped up when we came back because those destination events, the Challenge U and the convention and the national celebration, all that, it just motivates you, and it makes you're around positive people. It's all positive. It's all uplifting. It's amazing. If you haven't been there and you're on the team, you're in the business, you might want to check it out. It's amazing. And right when we came back, we heard John Maxwell talking on stage, and that was amazing. I've never been much for books, but I know that to be a leader, I have to start getting into books. And as soon as I got back, I started looking into all of John Maxwell's books, and I read them and read them and read them and over and kept building and talking and sharing. And then fast forward back to Challenge U this year, and we decided it was time. Our team has been growing. We have a lot of awesome people on here now that really want to make it happen. And we decided that we were going to announce to the team on Saturday, which was a couple weeks ago, that we were going to do our silver run. And I want to personally thank everyone on our team that rank advanced with us, because, I mean, honestly, we couldn't have done it without y'all. This is a team thing. There's no I in team. I mean, it's all of us together. And I'm almost more excited for the people on my team than I was for myself, honestly. And it's just huge. And now our momentum is crazy and stronger than ever. And I'm going to talk about that on the 21 Laws of Leadership. That's one of the biggest ones. A huge week that we've already started, and it's only Monday. I love it. Keep building, and I'm gonna keep building. My wife and I are gonna keep building this business. We're gonna do what Jim Rohn recommends, and I'm not gonna quit my full-time job until I double my income, which is not gonna be very long. Hopefully it's less than a year, but if it's 2 years, I can live with that. And basically, I'm going to do what Brian Penrod did, is I'm going to write out a retirement letter, and I'm going to fire my boss. And I'm going to form him while I'm in his office. I'm going to ask him, hey, if you ever get tired of corporate America, you want a little bit more time with the family, and you want to make more money than you've ever made, I mean, give me a call. And I'm going to hand him one of my USANA cards. And then I can't wait. I'll be 100% full-time USANA, and I'll be able to spend as much time with my family as I want. Spend all my time at Viper Elite Fitness with my wife, and just basically that's my short story to the road to silver. And hopefully in 3 weeks, I'll be talking about road to gold. And Jared already told me that if we can get past this week 2, there's no going back. So we're going to try to make it happen. We're going to keep to the grind. I mean, we celebrated Saturday, and I was back on the grind Sunday training with my team. And so now I'm going to go into covering the laws of...
Well, yeah, we'll do the laws in a second. But now that Megan walked in, we have to have Megan Martinez share her story. Y'all need to hear Megan's, especially her health story. Get your pens ready, because her health story is so incredible. Not only that, she's been a huge business contributor. She is 50-50 with Renee in this business. They do amazing work together. So y'all need to hear it from Megan as well. So without further ado, Silver Director Megan Martinez.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I just walked in. It has been quite a journey with USANA. When we first met Jared, I thought he was kind of weird, but I love him now. And I was kind of skeptical in the beginning, like most people are. But once we found out what USANA was, it was a life changer, a game changer at that. Prior to USANA, my health was ugly. It was really bad. I suffered from heart palpitations. I had anxiety problems, and And, I had been to the doctor and they basically told me there was nothing I could do. And it was either have open heart surgery or just live with it. And when you hear those kinds of words, it's kind of depressing. And, then when we met Jared, he opened a door for us. Like it was an opportunity for us or me and my husband Renee to get healthier and to make money. So why not, right? So of course, like Renee said earlier, that USANA is not a cure, but after I took the supplements, I felt fantastic. My anxiety issues basically went away. I've been anxiety free for 2 years now. My heart palpitations are gone. I don't, this has just been a blessing, really, a true blessing. And, through our whole USANA journey, we have been able to help so many people. And that's the part that I like the best, is helping people with these issues and making them better and helping them and getting their health to 100%. That's what's important to me. And, we work really hard. My husband does a lot of the work. Really, I try to support him the best that I can. And if support means running our business and taking care of our kids while he goes out and does meetings all day, then so be it. Those are the things that we sacrifice, and that's okay, because this is something we want. And, if you want something, you have to go for it. You do anything you can to get there. Am I correct?
Absolutely, baby.
Yes. So, this has just been a true blessing for us. My kids are healthy. I'm healthy. My husband's healthy. And, we just want to share, Dr. Wentz's vision and continue to grow in our business and continue to help people. And I think we're on the right road. I really believe in my heart. I truly believe in my heart that we will be gold directors before conference or shoot, right at conference. I mean, I truly believe that with our hard work, especially my husband's hard work. Like he said, he has a full-time job. And then as soon as he's done with work, y'all, he comes right home and he gets to USANA work. I'm not joking. And me, I try to help him as best as I can. But we have another business and we have 3 kids. So, time is precious. So, and we take those kinds of sacrifices all the time. So, but yes, I love my team. I love our team. I love everybody that we encounter. I want to make them more healthy. I want to make them more happier. I want to make them more wealthy. Who doesn't want to be more wealthy? And who's tired of living that day-to-day job and just, who wants to work in a place where you go and you're miserable? I mean, I don't want to do that. And I know a lot of you listening don't want to do that either. So just keep your heads up. If you guys hit a roadblock, you better knock it down and keep going, because if you don't do that, you're going to get stuck in one spot. You're just going to get stuck, and you have to constantly break down those barriers and those roadblocks to get where you want to be. No one said it was ever going to be easy. This is hard, but it's worth it. So that's my story. Is that okay?
That was amazing.
That was amazing, Megan. Thank you so much for the edification, and thank you for.
I'm sorry. Shh, be quiet. I just want to say thank you to Jared and Crystal. I'm sorry, I completely left them out, but they have been amazing through this whole journey. They have been fantastic coaches. They have been awesome friends. They're one of my best friends now. And we couldn't have done it without them, really. Jared has really, really upped his skills and his game. And Crystal, too. I love her to death. She's there when I need her. And we're going to leave for Sweet Retreat next week. So I'm super excited about that. But I just want to say thank you to Jared and to Crystal and to Randy and Viola also, who have helped us and to coach us. And I love you guys. So with that, I think I'm done. That's it. Yes, I'm done now.
Awesome.
Thank you, Megan, for
You're welcome, guys.
for your wonderful story and for all your edification. And I love you, and I love everything that you do for our business and for our family. And I definitely couldn't do it without you. So,
All right, so now I'm going to go through some quick announcements. All right, guys, that was an amazing story. Thank you, Renee and Megan. Everyone wanted to hear that. The line is packed right now, and everyone has got so much from that. I got a lot from both of y'all's stories. I really liked, Megan, what you were talking about. Who wants to go to a job that they're miserable at, you know, or who wants to, your health. What's happened to your health? And Renee, you talking about the possibilities, you know, you made a little bit of money, but then you thought, man, what happens if you make more with USANA? What happened if you could replace your income? So these are all very exciting things. And so I'm gonna just go through these quick announcements because we have just a little things to do, and then we're gonna get right into the training. All right, so the special recognition. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for making a post for us that we were number 9 top earning emeralds in the United States. That's very exciting. We really appreciate it. Thank you for our team. Also, Renee and Megan were number 13 top directors in the U.S. last week before they went silver. So I guess that's your last director post right there. Lillian Galdiano, number 18 top preferred client enroller in the United States. Way to go, Lillian. Very proud of you. Big time, Lillian. Luis Gomez and Whitney Bedencourt, number 18 as well in the United States. Wow. Very proud of you as well. It's exciting. I guess me and Crystal are also number 18. We all enrolled several clients last week. Also, special announcements. There's free BDS starter kits through February 3rd. So we have 2 more weeks of free BDS starter kits. So you want to get your associates to enroll right now in the next 2 weeks. Also, the growth circle is going on. So if you grow your business between now and March 31st, more than anybody else, you'll get an all expense paid trip to Riviera Maya, Mexico. So yes, it's worth it. Go for it. The growth circle. You can do it. Renee and Megan, I'm watching you for the growth circle, by the way. Nutrimil is back. So we have Nutrimil, the 28 individual packs. Also, the Nutrimil chocolate and vanilla is back to stay. Strawberry is back for a limited time, but I heard that there's a lot of it. So we should have strawberry for a while still if you love strawberry. Challenge U is in Salt Lake City, January 26th through the 28th. I know many of you are already registered for Challenge U. It's very exciting. Challenge U in San Antonio was life-changing, so I can't wait for y'all in Salt Lake City to get more Challenge U. And then there's a Team DSI Utah implementation challenge. So this is going to be a call party that's going to happen Friday, January 27th from 5:30 to 6:30, and it's going to be in the USANA lobby Friday immediately after the event. This is actually what launched Renee and Megan's Silver Run, was this thing that we did. We did the same thing in San Antonio. Whoever has the most connects and sets new presentations will get $25 certificate for USANA logo wear. So that's really cool. Way to go, Mom and Dad, for hosting that. Randy and Viola Krebs, Executive Gold Directors, are going to be hosting that. Also, there's the Team DSI Utah Social Media Challenge. So that's January 29th through March 10th. If you want to take pictures with all the Challenge U leaders, and if you post 1 picture a week for 6 weeks in a row, you're going to get into the special training with Simon Chan, which will be Monday, March 13th at 9 p.m. Central. Also, the WAPnWin is going on, and that's our incentive. We have events happening all over the United States in the second quarter. And through week 6, Renee and Megan is at 82 points. Veronica Cade is in 64 points, second place. Way to go, Veronica. I know, just about 4 weeks ago, you were like 13th place. You're about to take over first place here. You're going to be 3 points away from Renee and Megan after your triple rank advancement. Wow, Veronica Cade. Carlos Gomez, third place, 56 points. Way to go, Carlos. You're always at the top. Big congratulations to everybody who's on this list. If you're wondering what this is, you get points for doing certain things like rank advancing, enrolling people. And if you want to play in this, just let me know or let your USANA mentor know, and we can put you into the incentive. It's a lot of fun. You get rewarded basically for doing what you need to do to build your business anyways. So it's a lot of fun. Consistent action creates consistent results. And the first place winner who goes to the event gets $400 cash. Second place is $250. Third place is $150. So there's cash on the line, and it's cold hard cash. You're going to get it if you take first, second, or third. So put on a winning smile. It's a 100% chance of winning. So it's just a friendly reminder. Make sure that you add people to the USANA clients page, the Duplicate Success International page. You welcome people, add them to hybrid solutions. And that is all the announcements. So we have about 10 minutes, and I think it's worth it, guys. Stay with me. I know we've been on for a while, but you're in for a treat. You're going to hear the last 6 laws of leadership from Renee Martinez. So we're going to take a 5-second break, and then I'm going to make the introduction. All right. So here we go. In 5, 4. Hello, my name is Jared Crebs. I'm pictured here with my wife, Crystal. We're Emerald Directors, co-founders of Team DSI. We're in San Antonio, Texas. Today, we are honored to have special guest Renee Martinez, Silver Director from Pleasanton, Texas on. He is going to be walking you through the 21 laws of leadership. Actually, it's the last 6 laws. Law 16 through 21. Renee Martinez just advanced his business to Silver Director. He's one of the fastest growing associates in North America. Him and his wife, Megan, have done a phenomenal job building a strong team, Team DSI South. They are so excited. They're all on fire. They're all growing at the same time. So there's really nobody better to go through these laws of leadership than a true leader, Renee Martinez. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to you, Renee. We are honored that you're on the line. And the floor is yours, my friend.
Thank you, Jared, for that wonderful introduction. Absolutely. I'm going to be covering laws 16 through 21, which are very important if you want to be successful in any business, not just a USANA business. I know it's definitely, absolutely 100% taken me to the next level because, this book was recommended to me probably about a month ago, and I've gone through it a couple of times, and it totally changed the way I looked at things. So now we're going to continue with law number 16, which law number 16 is the big MO. Momentum is what MO stands for. Momentum is the leader's best friend. If ever there is a person with talent and vision, Jared Crebs, this guy pretty much kicked off all of our momentum that we got going on at Challenge U that he was talking about. He came to me and he was like, let's do it. He pushed me over the edge and the momentum started. We started making calls. We started getting it done. And basically whenever you get momentum going, it's contagious. You know, the whole team caught it. It wasn't just me and him. It was everybody, all of us. Veronica Cade, I'm so proud of her. She got a double rank advancement and probably going to do another one before this week's over. The momentum's just absolutely insane. Whitney and Lewis, they got their first rank advancement. Carlos Gomez busted up a rank advancement. I'm so proud of everybody. And the momentum, just like he says in the book, whenever he's talking about momentum, he was comparing it to a train. Like if you get a train that's sitting there and not moving, if you put 2 little pieces of blocks in front of the tracks, that the train's not going to move. It doesn't matter if you get it going or not. It's going to have a very, very hard time moving. And that's just with little bitty blocks in front of it, which that could be somebody negative talking to you or somebody, saying you can't do it or this and that or whatever. But as soon as you get that momentum going, he talks in the book about that it could be like a freight train. You could have a concrete wall supported with all kinds of steel and everything. And that train will build up so much momentum, it'll just plow right through it. Well, a team atmosphere is the same way. You get one person going, the next one goes. Before you know it, everybody's going. And right now, momentum is just completely a wildfire right now with Team DSI and Team DSI South. And the wind's blowing, so that just means it's going to spread even more. And that's the main thing of the law of momentum is don't get in its way, because you'll get run over like that freight train and you're not going to stop it. So now on to law number 17, which is the law of priorities, which I kind of mentioned this a little bit in my silver director talk, my rank advancement talk, where basically you have to prioritize your life. You know, you can't, just like John Maxwell says, you have to live life with a purpose. You can't just wake up and go and be successful. You have to wake up, and I got into a rhythm to where that I learned that Challenge You, where I wake up. First thing I do when I wake up is I say 3 things that I'm thankful for. And I also got into the habit of texting those 3 things to my wife, because I usually leave the house very early. I have a full-time job, and I go and do classes at my gym before I go to work. So I'm Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm up at 4 a.m. Today's Monday. I got up at 4 a.m. I said everything I was thankful for. I went to the gym. I worked out with everybody. I went to my job, did my 8 hours, came straight over here and got ready for the webinar. And here I am. I got the momentum going. The law number 16, the momentum's pushing me. I mean, it's almost like once you get that going, you don't even want to sleep. You just want to make it happen. And the priorities, you have to prioritize stuff. If it's important to you, it's got to be at the top of the list. And I always have all of my stuff prioritized. I know Jared does too, my wife, everybody does, or they need to, especially if they want to be a leader, because who's going to want to follow a leader that doesn't have their priorities in line? They don't have their ducks in the row. You have to know where you're going, and you have to know what's important. Leaders understand that activity is not necessarily accomplishment. So just because you're doing stuff doesn't mean that you're doing it right. You have to prioritize your stuff. So that being said, we're going to go on to law number 18. And this one is huge for me. And it's law of sacrifice, which I hate to talk about myself again, but I have sacrificed and done so many different things that I would have never done. And in the long run, basically to be a leader, you must give up to go up. And that's what it's all about. I want to be the best leader that I can be for my team. I want to be the best leader that I can be for my kids, the best husband I can be for my wife. It's just be the best son I can be for my parents. And it's all about, you have to give up to go up. Anybody that has kids, they know the law of sacrifice. You have to sacrifice, stuff that you do for yourself, for your kids, money, time, all the different kinds of stuff. I know myself personally, I sacrifice, watching football and watching basketball and stuff on TV, because instead of sitting there watching a game, I work on my business. I'm trying to figure out, well, I'm not trying, I am figuring out. Jared's teaching me exactly how to do it, how to replace my income, and how to where I can do it full time. And, the law of sacrifice is big, just like that's the cold short end of it is leaders must give up to go up. And that's that one. Law number 19, the law of timing. And the law of timing, when to lead is important, and as what to do and where to go. I mean, you definitely need to know what you're doing, where you're going, and all that, because nobody's going to want to follow somebody that doesn't know where they're going. I tell everybody, I'm going to replace my income in 2 years. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to be full-time USANA, spend more time with my kids, travel the world. That's where I'm going. And I know I'm going. And I'm taking a lot of my teammates with me. And most of them are on this call. So yeah, that's where we're going, guys. So, and the law of timing, it talks about, in the book, it talks about a bunch of different things. It talks about how leaders make the right timing for whenever something happens. Like they're talking about Hurricane Katrina in the book, when the mayor did absolutely wrong timing for evacuating the city, which he never did. And because of that, because of his bad timing, because he didn't listen, because he didn't respect the law of timing, I mean, it was an absolute disaster because of everything that happened. And, you know, whenever stuff like that happens, you have to understand. And that goes back to one of the other leader parts, where you have to be able to read situations, and you have to be able to know, hey, this is the time. Jared knew. He's a leader. He knew, hey, Saturday, Renee, come here. Hey, we're doing your silver run. I'm like, what? Yes, we're doing it. It's time. That's the law of timing. If he hadn't have said it, he wouldn't have started off the momentum. None of this would have happened. He saw the law of timing. He jumped on it. He pushed me over the edge. I rolled and grabbed everybody, and we all rolled together, which, thank you, Jared, for all that. And so now I'm going on to law number 20, which is what we're seeing now in our USANA business, is the law of explosive growth. And to add growth, lead followers to multiply lead leaders. And the explosive growth, that's just, I mean, I'm gonna talk about Jared again. You know, it's just he's the leader of everybody down here in Texas and South Texas, and I know he's one of my best friends. I probably talk to him 2 or 3 times a day. I know I go on and on about him, but you know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. It's the truth. And he, right now, all this explosive growth is because he understood the law of timing and pushed us all over the edge. And now the explosive growth is happening, and it's still happening. Just like I said, it's Monday, the week's barely started, and Veronica Cade's already going to double rank advance and probably do a third one by the end of the week and pass me up on the WAPnWin, which I have absolutely no problem with her beating me in that, because, you know, I want everybody on my team to do good. And this stuff is a marathon. And whenever you start, anybody that's new listening to this, whenever you start, it doesn't happen quick. People there's very few natural born leaders, but even those, the biggest failure from them, according to John Maxwell, is they rely on talent alone. And whenever somebody relies on talent alone and they don't want to, you know, keep doing the personal development, keep developing the leadership points that they need to develop, that's where their flaw is. And luckily we have very good leaders, Randy and Viola and Jared and Crystal and me and Megan, and all of us, you know, we're all about personal development because we know that's where it comes from. And the explosive growth comes from all the personal development. I mean, everyone just, the whole team just blowing up after Challenge U. The events are a must for stuff like this. They're the fuel for the freight train that gets going and busts it through the wall and all that. And now law number 21, the law of legacy. And this one stood out to me a lot whenever I read the book, because it had a lot of stuff that I never really thought about. And a leader's lasting value is measured by succession. So, and in the book, he talked a lot about Michael Jordan, which I know everybody absolutely loves Michael Jordan. Everybody, I mean, I doubt anybody ever has anything bad to say about him, because he left a legacy. He wasn't just a phenomenal basketball player, which he was. He was a phenomenal leader. He was just a great all-around person. And with him being the person that he was, that's what they talked about in the book, is that's why his legacy is so great. Because if he would have been, you know, a negative person, a mean person, somebody that didn't want to talk to the press, or somebody that he was running around saying, no, it's all about me and I won everything. No, he was never like that. He always gave all all of his gratitude to his team and to his fan and to his families and to his coach. And it's a team thing, exactly what we're in. It's a team thing. And just like him, I mean, I want to leave an awesome legacy. And another thing that really struck me about this law of legacy is he asked in the book, like, what do you want people to say at your funeral? Like, how deep is that? Like, what do you want people to say at your funeral? You want them to say that was the best person that you ever knew. And, you want to leave a good legacy, especially for people that have kids. You want to leave a good legacy. You want to, be a person of your word, be honest, just all that stuff. It goes to the law of legacy. You have to just make it happen. Just like Michael Jordan did. Anybody can leave a legacy. You don't have to be rich and famous to do it. And with that being said, that's completing the 21 laws of leadership. And I definitely recommend each and every one of you to go and get this book and actually read through the book, because we went through it, but you read it 3 or 4 or 5 times, you're going to get a little bit more out of it every time you read it. And all it's going to do is help you grow. That personal development is everything. So with that being said, I'm going to hand it back over to Emerald Director Jared Crebs, and he's going to finish out the webinar.
Thank you, Renee. I love everything you had to say, man. You really nailed those last 5 laws, 6 laws. And I also want to say thank you, Lillian Galdiano, for reminding us we actually missed Law 15. I guess Law 15 last week was the Law of Victory. And
you want me to go over it? I'll let you go over it, Jared.
The Law of Victory is basically celebrating the good things that are happening in your life. The Law of Victory is real important, because a lot of times we don't look or focus on the things that are going right. We focus on the things that are going wrong, and we focus on the things that maybe make our business run slowly. And the Law of Victory is basically counting your blessings. It's the law of gratitude. And I keep a gratitude journal, and every single night I go to bed, I write down 3 wins in my business. Sometimes I think, oh, geez, I've been doing this 11 years. Why aren't I a star diamond director yet? Well, that's not good. That's not the law of victory. So I was taught, no, I need to focus on what happened great in my business. So I write down like all this momentum we have. I write down Renee and Megan, new silver directors. I write down Veronica Cade, new share believer builder. I write down Carlos Gomez, new believer. I write down Luis and Whitney, new sharers. I write down like 80 million new things that I'm grateful for, and then I go to bed. And that's really critical. I want to challenge you every night. Just go to get a notebook from HEB, just a cheap little notebook from your grocery store, but write down 3 wins in your business before you go to bed. Even if it was, I called 3 prospects, that's 3 wins. Or someone answered my call, or someone watched the video. It doesn't have to be like they signed up yet. If you're not having enrollments, just start celebrating the good things you are doing. Maybe you registered for April 1st, the big event in San Antonio. Maybe you're registered for Challenge U in Salt Lake City. Just write down 3 wins, okay? Then the next thing I write down is 3 things that I need to improve in my business or my life, like 3 ways I could have improved that day. So 3 wins, 3 things I could have improved that day. Then I write down 3 new things that I'm grateful for in my life, like things that I've never been grateful for before, like my fingers, my toes, my eyes, just things I usually have gratitude about, like body parts or something just very fundamental, right? Like heat, water. Just I'm grateful for 3 brand new things I've never been grateful for. And then the last thing is to write down 10 things I'm grateful for my day. So it's like 3, 3, 3, 10. 3 wins, 3 things I could have improved, 3 new grateful things, and 10 additional things I'm grateful for. That's the law of victory, guys. Thank you, Lillian, for reminding us about that law. All right, so we've hit the 9 o'clock mark, and normally we have time to visit, but we're gonna go ahead and end the webinar right now. I want to thank you all for attending. Quick announcements: we got the Sweet Retreat coming up in 2 weeks. Ladies, if you want to go last minute, let my wife or my mother know. or Megan Martinez. Also, we have the women's event in March happening in Las Vegas. We have Houston, Texas in March, March 4th in Espanol. We have Washington, D.C. In March 18th. We have Chicago, Illinois, March 25th. San Antonio, April 1st. San Diego, April 8th. International Convention, August 16th through the 19th. Most important event of the year. If you go to anything, that's the event to go to. Look at all the awesome people we have registered in advance, a whole year in advance. Punta Cana, November 8th through the 12th. That's a USANA vacation. You can win that, or you can just pay your own way. Either way, the USANA family is going. We're going to Punta Cana. That's Dominican Republic. GoPro Recruiting Mastery, November 16th through the 18th in Las Vegas. Tony Robbins, Eric Worre, and Pitbull, the recording artist and entrepreneur. That's a tremendous event, very unique event. Texas Associates, we're having a mixer Thursday in San Antonio. We're also having a mixer tomorrow
At Viper Elite
Elite, which is Tuesday. There's one Wednesday at Viper Elite Fitness, and there's one Thursday in Floresville, right?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, just crazy out here in South Texas. Utah, Challenge U is this week, you guys. You're so lucky. You're going to love Challenge U. I wish I could go again.
Absolutely amazing. If anybody's listening on here that hasn't been to that, I totally recommend it because it's just amazing.
Yeah, Sally Passain out there in Washington in the Northwest. I want to encourage you to go to Challenge U. Grab a last second plane ticket if you can. Anybody that's out of state, go to Challenge U. It's an amazing, amazing event. The Team DSI Implementation Challenge, it'll be happening. The Social Media Challenge. Washington, there's actually some events that are going to be going on in Washington and Idaho and Oregon. January 18th, that actually happened already. But Mom and Dad did an amazing, Randy and Viola Krebs did an amazing event last week in the Northwest. I heard that many people enrolled, and way to go, Melita Sheets, on bringing so many guests. And lastly, this is a picture of the bins I keep in the trunk of my car. I want to encourage you to be prepared. I always have GoPro books. I always have GoPro audios. I always have Dr. Ladd CDs. I always have USANA newspapers. Be prepared. You got to go pro. You want to get paid like a pro, you have to be prepared like a pro. All right, guys, that does it. We're out of time. It's actually 9:04, so we've gone over, but I want to just go ahead and thank you. First of all, thank you, Renee and Megan, for doing such a great job on this webinar. Total pleasure working with you. Love you. And we're having a great time. We're going to keep doing it. Right?
Absolutely, bro. Love you too, man.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. We're going to say good night and God bless. We're going to close out the webinar. Everyone say good night and God bless.
Good night and God bless, everyone.
God bless.
Night, God
God bless.